Hi everyone! So today we are going to be looking at radial symmetry. So last week we looked at examples of bilateral symmetry from nature. Now we are going to look at radial symmetry. So radial symmetry is when something is symmetrical or the same around a central axis or point. So that's basically just a dot. And then it's split up from there, usually in the form of like a plus sign and then an X, or sections that are even smaller, so more sections, or less. It kind of depends on what it is you are looking at. There are many things in nature that show radial symmetry, but a few examples are an orange, a flower, and a snowflake. So this week we are going to be looking specifically at flowers. And we are going to try to focus on showing a variety of flowers. So to do that, I'm going to teach you 5 different petal shapes that we can use to kind of mix up the arrangement of flowers we make in our art. So in your seesaw activity, each page will have 4 boxes. And on the top row, I did exactly what I want you to do. So I did the petal shape on the left side and the flower created using that petal shape on the right side. And what you are going to do is you are going to draw the same thing from the top row onto the bottom row. So you can also complete this packet on paper by either printing it out or just doing the bottom 2 squares looking at my examples from the top row. Now when you're drawing most flowers, you can start by drawing 4 petals in the shape of a plus, and then drawing 4 other petals in the shape of an X, and it kind of fills the space. To layer petals, I usually start with 4 or 5 petals around the center circle, and then I make kind of like bridges that connect the first row to the second. So in the open squares, you will copy what I did on the top row down to the bottom. So you'll draw the petal first and then the flower using that petal shape. Then at the end of your seesaw packet, there is a blank page. And on that blank page, I want you to use what you've learned, all of the different petal shapes, and make a flower drawing that shows variety. So remember, variety is a range of difference. So different colors, different petal shapes, maybe different sizes. You can also use the leaf shape that you learned last week and add leaves in there. That's always a nice way to do it. Just a little tip for drawing on seesaw is I like to use the pen or pencil tool first to do my outlines, and then I use the highlighter tool on top to fill in those spaces. And that's nice because the highlighter is transparent, which means kind of see-through, so it's okay if you accidentally draw on top of those lines you already drew. For the last page to show variety, if you would like to make a drawing using paper instead, you can definitely do that, and you can use whatever materials you have at home, it doesn't matter. And then you will just take a picture of your work and paste it to that open page. Or if that's too difficult, you can also just post a picture separate to this activity instead. Thank you guys for watching. Have fun and good luck with your assignment.